You know, I have the privilege of working in some of the challenging neighborhoods of New York and sharing Jesus Christ and practically expressing the love of God to people who are in need. So we asked a local church, what could we do to help you extend the love of Christ to people? And one of the things that came up was families that have virtually nothing for the holidays, for Thanksgiving in particular. And we developed this concept of a box of love, which is a large outreach of providing a full holiday meal, Thanksgiving, and we also train the leaders of the churches that distribute this in sharing their faith to people in need. And one of those people is Jimmy, who's become a friend of ours. Just imagine, as a teenager, he heard from his sisters that his father had hoped that they would have aborted him. And he went to his dad and he said, "Dad, is this true?" And he said, "Yeah, you know, the way your life is, the opportunities and all, we should never have brought you into this world." Now, just think for a moment what that would mean to you if you heard that from your father. That sent Jimmy on to a course of violence, anger. He was arrested, he was incarcerated, he was in jail. He had no job, appreciable job experience. He had no education. He had dropped out of high school. And at that lowest point, a local group of believers knew about him, had known about him, and they brought a box of love to Jimmy. And with that, the gospel. And shortly after that, Jimmy trusted Christ. Jesus said, "He who's been forgiven a lot loves a lot." If you were to meet Jimmy today, you would find a radiant believer who has a family intact, got his GED and now has a counseling license and is affecting hundreds of young men and women like him. And he's one of the leaders of the Box of Love outreach, Jimmy. I say, Lord, thank you for the privilege of seeing people like that come into the kingdom. And I have on file some articles from sociologists, anthropologists, political people, documenting that all of the sections where the poorest people live had experienced the greatest drop in crime. Now, the answer to that could be, you'd say, well, it was policing action, it was new political people involved, but you know, another big factor was the Church of Jesus Christ staying there and reaching out to people and seeing lots of folks come to faith. And I thought, Lord, that's why I'm here, to see that. And only eternity can prove or show the correlation, but there's no doubt in my mind that part of the answer to the surprising, unexpected drop in crime in New York City was the fact that people were believing God, staying in the city, reaching out to their neighbors, even in difficult situations, and New York has continued to be the beneficiary of that investment. So it's been an exciting opportunity to be involved in that.